Hi guys. I'm excited for this live. I'm in the bed. Can y'all see me? No, we're just probably gonna have to hold this. Y'all are in Michaela's bedroom. Ooh, hang on a minute. Hi. Hey. So, the light decided not to work. Then Pastor fell. Then I had a whole bunch of other crap happen. The devil didn't want me to talk about this. Did not. Here, hang on. Can I? I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm gonna be in the bed. Let me lay down like a goddess. We're in the bed. It's the best place that I could find. Thank you for giving me a like on this video because I was going through. But I'm here. So, this is how we're going to do the video today. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Is this good audio again? Lord. Okay. So, guys, welcome to Michaela's room. We're in the bed today. We're in the bed. So, just go with me. Come to bed with Michaela as we talk about our childhoods together, shall we? This is actually very fitting. Y'all see my bed? Y'all see my bed? Anyway, so today's video is gonna be kind of deep. I know the camera is blurry. One moment. I know. Let's see. There we go. There we go. So today we're going to be talking about childhood programming, childhood trauma, childhood blah, 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 blah stuff, right? That's what we're talking about today. Why are we talking about this? Because I feel like it's necessary for you to date successfully. So the title is Why You Should Get Over Your Childhood to Date Successfully. Pull it down. Okay. Come on. I can't. So I'll sit up. There we go. That better? Good. Yes. Why you should get over your childhood to date successfully. Oh, put it down? Oh. Okay. I came up with this topic because I've been getting lots of reviews on the Nice Girl Rehab. They're still coming in. I've been getting lots of DMs and thank yous and so much great feedback from Nice Girl Rehab. If you were in emotional mastery, you know that you have to wait to send in your feedback because you ladies are doing the work. You ladies are doing the work. So I get a lot of feedback. I get a lot of DMs on a regular basis. And a lot of like consultations and letters and stuff that I get mentions the way I was raised. The way I was raised. And ironically, surprisingly, I have consultations and all of my clients are adult women. So when speaking with adult women, they say things like, well, you know, the way I was raised, we were raised to be kind. I was raised to be nice. I was raised to be, to consider other people's feelings. I was raised to never lie. And these are adults that I'm speaking with. And it's kind of alarming to have a conversation with an adult who is talking about something that happened 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30, 40 years ago. It's really ironic that women, people, hold on to their childhood. They hold on to memories. This happened when I was a child. This, was going on. My parents divorced and it really affected me. But I want to talk about this because once you reach a certain age, it's time, ladies, to get over your childhood. Time to get over it. If you are an adult and you sustain yourself, you pay all of your bills, you are going to work every day, you have children of your own. If this is the case, your childhood should be a distant memory. It should be a distant memory. If you are not mentally ill, if you are not, if there's not something wrong with you chemically, there is no reason why you should ever have discussions about the way I was raised. Let me talk to you like a mama, okay? Y'all know, y'all just saw my babies on Instagram, right? Let me talk to you like a mama. If we parents are meant to guide you, okay? Your mom and dad, they were in love. There you go. Here you come, right? Sometimes there's more to it than that, and other times, there's love and whatever involved, right? Whatever the case is, your parents had you. They gave you what they knew. They gave you knowledge based on their point of reference. Okay. They gave you teaching based on what they learned. They gave you experiences based on what they experienced. If your parents grew up going on vacation, then you probably went on vacation. If your parents grew up with family traditions at Thanksgiving, it's likely that you carried those things on. Conversely, if your parents grew up in an abusive household, the same thing is likely true for you. If they grew up in a household that was a single parent household, it probably translated into your childhood. Are we here? Are we here, everybody? Nobody's saying anything. Y'all know YouTube will freeze up in a minute. Put emojis if you're here. Oh, okay, you're here. Okay. So, oh Lord, people are already crying. Chill out, hang on. It's not crying time yet. But anyway, if you grew up basically receiving what your parents got, that's all they have to give you, okay? Your parents can only give you experience and teaching based on what they had. Very important. Your parents gave you teaching and parenting based on what they had and based on what they knew. No one can give you something that they don't have, right? So if your parents did not receive healthy parents or healthy instruction as a child, it's likely that you won't receive it either. It's likely that you will be missing that when you become an adult. There are areas in your life, all of us, that we feel like our parents could have done better by us, right? Just about every person alive wishes that their parents would have done this, wishes that their parents would have done that, but I think as a collective, our parents really didn't, like back in the day, there was no Oprah. Oprah is the same age as our parent or as my parents, really. So there was no mental health, protocols, and there was no parenting classes. There was no any of that. There was none of that, right? So, like, take my parents for instance. Both of my parents are from the country, from the country. When my mother was born, she was number 6. My grandmother literally went up the hill to the medicine woman and did her due and came back with a baby. That's it. That was the extent of parenting or getting ready for a baby that my grandmother received. As you guys know, well, anyway, part of my culture is that, there's a medicine woman and, she takes care of you and she, wrap you all up after your baby comes. And then, if there's, anyway, anyway, that's all she had. My dad was not even born in a hospital because at that time, my dad could not be birthed in a hospital because they were black. Well, so they had to put African American on on his birth certificate, even though my father was Native. So I said that to say, when you come here in a traumatic way, right? My dad came in a traumatic way. They had to lie about his identity and all this other stuff. And then my mother came in a way that was not, her father. My mom didn't even know who her father was. Okay. No idea. So with that, just from their beginnings is not very very fruitful. It wasn't very rich and full. And, they weren't born with silver spoons and things in their mouths. So, you know, as an adult, I look back and say, well, I could see why my childhood was the way that it was. I could see why I may have had some issues with the way that I was parented because their beginnings were very meager. They did not get training. They went to school, but back then there was none of the stuff that we have now. So since that's the case, think about it. Of course, you're not going to be raised with, nobody talks about healthy sexual ideals. Most parents are not sitting down with their children back then and telling them about, making sure you're mentally sound and let's make sure you're, I don't know, wearing your makeup and being feminine. And a lot of parents don't teach. We get admonished after there's a bad experience. So you get in trouble at school, then you come home and get a whooping. But you didn't tell me what to do. So a lot of people in my generation and back and back and back, we just got what they knew, which was very, very, very minimal. Okay. So it's easy to give your parents grace once you become a parent, right? Once you become a parent, you see, oh God, there is, this doesn't come with an instruction book. Is my baby hungry? Is my baby need to be changed? Is my baby just bored? You don't know. You don't know. Yes. And someone mentioned our parents were very secretive. They were secretive because they weren't talked to. They weren't, things weren't explained to them. You just do what you're told. We made beans and cornbread today. That's what you're going to eat. There was no Chuck E. Cheese and, steakhouses and stuff. My parents had none of that growing up, like my children do, right? So it was a very, very different time. Along my journey of healing and getting over my childhood and all of this, I figured out and discovered that they were raised in a very different time that I grew up in. They're a whole generation before me. My parents were not, like back then we got cell phones and stuff. They were not like, ooh, let me get in the cell phone and figure out what to do. Whatever technology was going, let me get your pager, let me get your this and let me get your that. So I can figure out what's going on. My parents were not, there was no Snapchat. There was no any of that. So if I raised my children the way I was raised, I would be light years behind them. No one taught our parents how to be parents. There was no literature, there was no nothing. So I'm saying this to say, if you did not receive the upbringing that you wanted, if you did not receive the mother you wanted or the father you wanted, he was never there and whatever, at some point you're going to have to get over it, get through it, get around it, chop it up in little pieces, whatever you have to do to get over your childhood. You're going to have to do that. Not just to have dating, success, but to have success in your life, period. Somebody says, I've been thinking about therapy, but I fear being diagnosed with something and then end up in a permanent file that follows me. If you need therapy, you need to get therapy. I don't know what permanent file you're referring to, but you have to know that not going to therapy is only going to affect you, and it's going to affect you poorly. It's going to come out in, your daily activities. It's going to come out in your relationships. It's going to come out when you have your own children. Therapy is necessary for some people. It is. So don't think about it. Do it. Do it. I definitely went to therapy, and they have free therapy now. So you can go to free therapy. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to have emotional breakdowns. You don't have to be anxious. You don't have to be scared of men and traumatized. You don't have to be any of those things. There are ways that you can work through it. Whatever that is for you and whatever way is going to be most successful for you, you want to do it now and do it as soon as possible. But don't keep telling the same story. Oh, I was raised to be this way. Oh, I was raised to be that way. Don't keep telling that story. That is really mentally off. If you are an adult and you are still talking about the way you're raised, it says a lot about your status in life and what you want for yourself, right? It says a lot about your status in life and what you want for yourself. You can easily tell yourself a sad story. Oh, my mom never let me date, so I don't know how to date men. So that's why I'm over here by myself. I'm scared of men. I ain't never went on a date because my mama never let me. My mom always told us that we was going to be some hoes and, whores and all that if we dated. So I can't date. My mama told me don't wear short skirts because, that's too sexy. They gonna think you're a whore. But if you are 30 years old, 35 years old, 50, 60, there's some 60-year-old people that watch me. And they still talk about the way they were raised. That's a mental illness being stuck in the past like that. It is. There are ways to get through it, and you need to figure out whatever way works for you and get it done. And get it done. Somebody asked a question. Hang on. After some, sorry, y'all. Anyway, so another thing that I wanted to bring up. If you had to, yes, stop blaming other people for the state of your life. If you, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she was talking about, why do I feel so guilty that I'm, basically lying to this man? Why do I feel so guilty? Why can't I get over it? Why can't I, just be free? Why can't I get what I want to get? And she's like, well, I guess it's because, when I was younger, my mom never let me speak a whole lot. She never let me, express how I feel. So now it's hard for me to be authentic and all of this. And I said, you can't hold on to that though. You shouldn't hold on to that, especially at this age and at this stage. You should not. Hang on. Let Pastor adjust. One moment. Okay. That hair is getting me. Okay, somebody says having a young mother has its challenges. It seems like there's a sense of competition. Can you speak on that? No, I can't. If your mom was competing with you, competing means that it happened in the past. Who cares if your mom is in competition with you? If there's a friend of mine that's in competition, if there's a parent of mine that's in competition, I don't compete. There's no competition when you're already number one. So I refuse to participate in any sort of competitive anything with anyone, ever. That's how you win the competition. You know what? You got it. Go right ahead. I never compete. I never compete. Once you are out of your house, your mom's job is over. It's over. Some of y'all, well, I got to go take care of my mama. Do you? Well, I just asked my mama about this and she said, really? Oh, well, I got to see what my mama and them over there doing for Easter. Do you? Well, my mama she never let me, play with Ken dolls because she said Ken dolls were men and those aren't for little girls and blah, blah, blah. Right? After a while, that story is old. The story is old when you leave your house. Yes, there may be some remnants when you're 18, 19, 20. Work through them. You have to get over your childhood in order to date successfully, live successfully, and grow successfully. You have to. You have to. I'm 19 and I don't know if I should move out yet. If you're not ready, don't move out. When you feel like you're ready to move out, that's when you should move out. If you don't feel like you're ready and your home is stable, stay there. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from your parents to find your own way in life. Yes, let me go back to that. I was talking about how my parents were whatever. Your parents give you what they have. I take what's in my brain, I put it in the brain of my baby. That's it. But I cannot give my children what I don't know. So like with my children, I tell them, they say, well, mama, I want to go to this party and, these people are going to be here. These people are going to be here. Okay. Do you think you need to go to that party? Well, I don't know because this person's going to be here and that person's going to be here, and these are bad guys or whatever. If you feel like you're uncomfortable going, don't go just to be popular. I advise my children, but I allow them to make their own decisions because you're done being raised at like 7 or 8. Once you turn 7 or 8, everything you're going to know is over with. So I let my children make their own choices. I let them dress themselves. They have responsibilities. They have chores. I want them to think for themselves. So the reason why a lot of us were not able to think for ourselves because our parents never, ever gave us the chance. Our parents never said, hey, what do you think? Or you need to figure that out. My parents were helicopter parents. Everywhere I went, they wanted to go. Everywhere they, everything I did, they wanted to be right there. They were hovering all the time over me. And that never gave me, well, so they thought, it didn't give me a chance to figure out life on my own. But as you guys know, Pastor, I am very rebellious. I was very rebellious. I did not take no for an answer. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do, and I don't care if you like it or not. That was my approach to childhood, and it worked for me. I've always paved my own way, and did I get in trouble? A lot. Did I make some mistakes? Oh, yes. But I'd do it again because I was making my own way. You have to allow your children to figure out the life that they want. That's very, very important. Very important. You wish your mom was like that? Yeah, I did too. I gave my children what I wish I had, but then I learned my children. I learned their personalities and I figured out what each of them need from me in order to be successful. But my parents, your parents, everybody else's parents likely did not do that. And that's okay because guess what? They didn't see anybody else doing it like that. They didn't see, oh, maybe you shouldn't spank your children. Maybe you should talk to them. I know mine didn't. Mine did not get that memo at all. Well, my daddy did. My mama, though, my mama never got that memo. Everything I did was a whooping. I was guaranteed a whooping. So, they didn't have any, well, maybe you should talk it out. Maybe you should, find a different way to discipline. She never did that. My dad never disciplined me at all. He didn't have to because all it took was one look. And I was like, oh my God. So give some leeway. Let the childhood experience that you had that wasn't very good, let it go. Let it die. Lots of things are dying in 2020. And I think our childhood memories, especially the bad ones, should go. If it is not serving you, if it's not helping you, there's no need to hold on to childhood experiences that are not serving you. Let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but you have to let it go. You can't get to the next level if you don't let it go. This word came to me as pastor experience, like I just said, the addition of some new ancestors. Pastor got another ancestor on yesterday. And it's almost like the universe is making me get rid of the toxic childhood that I had in 2020. It's very sobering that you shared a space with someone, same age, same stage, and they're gone, like dropping like flies. So I gained another ancestor, but it is a part of my childhood that is literally dead. So if you don't let go of it, if you don't rise above it, get around it, stomp through it, if you don't do it, the universe, God, Mars, whatever you believe in, is going to do it for you to make sure that you fulfill your life's purpose, that you get to the next level. What if that mother can hold your past over your head? Is it best to disengage? I'm out the house in college, but there's still a power struggle. If you are still subject to your parents and they're, say, paying for your education, you can't disengage from your mom. Take it in one ear and out the other. That's all you can do. If they're paying for your college, you can't bite the hand that feeds you, baby. So you have to listen, and be respectful, but do your own thing. When I was in college, my parents, don't be going to all them parties. Don't be going, don't you be down there drinking. Don't you be down there with them boys. What do you think was going on in Pastor's world? What do you think was going on? Pastor was doing what she wanted to do, clearly. So, you have a purpose that's separate from what your parents think, and you should live up to whatever you feel like your purpose is. Okay, time for questions. Oh, let me talk about the dating. So when you get over your childhood norms, hang on, when you get over your childhood issues, it helps you in dating because you're able to form a different opinion of men. If you're able to let go of, oh, my daddy wasn't never there, so all men are dogs. I hate all men. My daddy raped me. I hate all men. My daddy wasn't never there. I hate all men. My daddy, worked too much. I hate all men. My daddy, once you get over that, once you let it go, you're able to form a new opinion, a new normal, a new way of thinking and being once you let it go. If you let go of the trauma, you'll be okay. You'll be able to receive affection and receive attention and understand, male female relationships once you let it go. You should be able to, I'll say. Don't let it go and then pick up something new, though. That's the thing. Don't let it go and pick up something new. Don't let go of your childhood trauma and then start smoking crack or something. Don't do that. I had a girl walk past me looking at me 3 times in college, and we never knew each other, and we made eye contact. First, questions about the topic. I had a girl walk past me looking at me 3 times, and you want to know what it means. You never knew each other, and you want to know what it means when you make eye contact with her. Maybe she thought you had nice lipstick or a cool outfit or something. I really don't know what that means. Do I think it's bad to block family on social media? No, I have. Yeah, I blocked them all. Yep, yep. So no questions? Uh-oh, sorry if y'all heard that. Childhood experiences are just that. Once you get through your childhood, you should be able to move on, hey, past any of that, you know. Yeah, every single person on my social media is somebody who does not know me at all, at all. If you knew me even a year ago, if you knew me even a year ago, um, you don't know me now. That's for sure. So I know you shouldn't share your childhood traumas with your man, but why? How do I let him know that I'm a product of that chaos? You don't ever let a man know that you are a product of anything other than roses, butterflies, unicorns, strawberry ice cream on a very hot day, watermelon juice, exceptional lip gloss, lace, bows, ribbons, panties that fit you great. There's never anything about your past that your man should know that's not good. Always present yourself in a good light because he knows that if you had a bad childhood, it's likely that you're living a bad adulthood and you don't want to do that. Yeah, if you don't want him, then feel free. But if you want him to stay around, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. How am I doing? I'm doing. I'm doing. Um, I'm doing. That's how I'm doing. Pushing through. For toxic family members, if you cannot come to a resolution, should I leave them? Sorry. Sorry. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, leave them alone. Leave them alone. You don't have to associate yourself with people just because you or they call you. Thank you, guys. Just because you call them family, you don't have to. I literally don't talk to anybody in my family. Not one person. Not one person do I talk to in my family. What to do when you cheated? He found out and he cheated back after we get back together. But when we just have started being in a relationship again, he cheated again. And he's going to continue cheating. As long as you go back to a cheater and you say, hey, it's okay for you to cheat on me, he's going to keep doing it over and over and over. So, yeah. What to do? Stay there. You obviously like it. You like being cheated on, so stay there. Get you another one. Do my family members tell me happy birthday? Nope, not at all. I literally don't talk to them at all. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm mentally sound. I'm not popping pills and doing any of that at all. So, yeah, I'm good. Um, yeah, so there's that. I love you back. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Mickey, is it smart to date while grieving, or should you get yourself together first? I did. It didn't last. Do whatever you need to do to heal. You know, do whatever you need to do to heal. Yep. I have loyalty to myself and to my children. No one else. I don't care if, you know, whoever it is. If you're a toxic person to me, then you don't get to be in my life. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you did for me. None of that. I take care of myself and I take care of my children without them. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Do you recommend reaching out exes for feedback on what it is like dating you? They're the only person who has that information. Make better choices in future relationships. No, I don't recommend talking to your ex about anything. They don't know you. You was lying in a relationship. Why would you want to reach out to somebody that you was lying to anyway? He doesn't know the real you. He doesn't know the real you. Really. You know the real you. Reach out to yourself, baby. Reach out to yourself and ask yourself, what can I do to make better choices? That man don't know you. You was lying to him. Hello? No. Mm-mm. Leave him where he at with his new boo and stop worrying about what he doing. Oh, you guys are my family now. Thank you. You are. I mean, really. I told my mom I didn't like her side of the family. She was a little upset, but I feel such a huge weight off me saying that. Yeah. Now that I am not forced to be around those people, I never will again. As a child, I was forced to be around them. And now as an adult, I'm like, no, ma'am. You said don't ever share your childhood trauma with a man or dating, da da da. Would you say that in general? Even with your husband? Your husband don't want to know about your childhood trauma. Why? Nothing is going to change your childhood. Get over it. Exactly like that. Get over it. Aw, your favorite auntie? Thank you. Yeah, get over it. Your husband don't care. You telling your husband about your childhood trauma is going to do what? Nothing. You should no longer be traumatized by your childhood. If you are still traumatized by your childhood, go to therapy. Period. Go to therapy. How to make your boyfriend insecure? Get over what he's thinking and think for yourself. Why do you care if your boyfriend is insecure? Why would you want to give somebody insecure feelings? Think about yourself. You're insecure if you want him to feel insecure. Hi, Mickey. Your videos made me rethink 2-year relationship and almost got married, although I never dated only one guy. But he stood out from being good and treats me like a queen, but he's still broke. Okay. If he's broke and he was your boyfriend for 2 years, you're broke too. Baby, think about it. You want to be mad because you discovered Michaela Pink. And Michaela Pink ain't broke. The men Michaela Pink date is not broke. The men Michaela Pink talks about is not broke. So I'm mad. You're broke. You're broke. So now I'm finna break up my little relationship I had going on and not be with you because Michaela Pink ain't dating like this. So I don't want this no more. That's crazy. You probably broke too. Not, I mean, you have a broke mindset if you can entertain a broke person for 2 years. I can't talk to broke people. I can't be around broke people. There's nothing about me that can be with somebody that's broke. ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever. So you did it for 2 years, and now you putting sad faces on the internet because you broke up with him. Why? That you ought to be sad because now you don't have your little brokey no more. Go on back over there, girl, and get him. You wanted it and you liked it. Go back over there. It's all right. When you get tired of being broken and getting pee-pee on the air mattress and busting the air mattress every time y'all want to get some pee-pee, you'll leave him alone. Do I think a relationship do I think a relationship would late with do I think a relationship would last with an introvert? I'm the total opposite. I don't know. I don't I mean, a relationship with anybody can last if you want it to. Is it best to trust a guy until we know otherwise or go in with a little bit of your guard up? I don't have interactions with people that are guarded. You know why? Because if you fuck with me the right way, I'm gonna bust your head to the white meat. Right? There you go. Um, yeah, I'm not guarded. I'm not like, oh my God, I don't trust you. I don't trust you because I know you're gonna lie. Period. You're lying, you're gonna lie, and it is what it is. So I go in thinking that this person is lying. Is that a bad thing? No, I'm lying. I lie to them, so I know they lying to me. So I don't care. Y'all, there's nothing wrong with lying. It's okay if somebody lied to you. It's all right. I know he lying because I'm over here lying. 99% of the people you date will not be your husband. So what? Get over it. He's lying and it's fine. You know? I do have a book. I have several books. One of my books on Amazon is a bestseller, The Holy Bible. If you've overshared certain childhood traumas, how do you take it back so he can't use it against you, or is it too late? Yeah, it's too late. Leave him alone. If you've already overshared, leave him alone because he's definitely going to use it against you. Yep. Nobody ever told me this. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I figured somebody needed to hear this. That's why I was ferociously trying to get this video out and made because I know somebody needs to hear this. Even in my own whirlwind of a life that I have going on right now, I wanted to really talk about this. As you guys know, I just completed a course called Emotional Mastery. That course is still available, and you can get the replay of that course on useyouraemotions.com. Also, the Deacon Bundle is going to be closing tonight at midnight. I made both of the courses included in this bundle. One is an analysis into the mind of the man, and another is femininity, how to do it, what it looks like, and all of that. They're bundled together, and they are both. I think it's less than it is less than the cost of one course. So that closes tonight, and I forget what the link is, but I'm sure the moderators will put that up. Miss Lena Kumar had a very long, extensive question that she has removed, and I can't see it anymore. So maybe she doesn't want to ask it anymore. But I saw it, but I didn't catch it in time. There she goes. There she go. Mickey always knows how to give you that wake-up call. Aw, thank you. Mickey, I went on a date with a man who talked about how his daughter gets verbally abused by her stepfather. Is he trying to trauma bond? Yeah. Why would you care about what his daughter is doing? Girl, yeah. He's definitely trying to trauma bond for sure. How do you deal with the guilt of leveling up to a luxury lifestyle while your family is average and struggling? Should you take care of them? Hello, church. We got a live one. Should you take care of them if you care about them? It's about to get real. Y'all better hope my phone don't die. Y'all better hope my phone don't die because here it comes. Okay. Um, None of my family is wealthy. Not one single person. Not one single person in my family is making a whole lot of money. There's not one person in my family who is probably even making six figures. None. Zero. Not, listen, hear me. My family is very huge. I have a very huge, big, extensive, large family. Not one person on both sides is making even probably six figures. None, zero. How do I deal with the guilt? The best way to help a poor person, and we're writing, the best way to help a poor person is to never be one. Never be one. That's the best way to help somebody broke. The best way to help somebody broke is to never be a broke person. They can't ask me for 25 cents. Not a bloody one of them can ask me for a penny. And would I even consider giving it to them? You know why? When I was in school and I was in nursing school and I was nursing children and I was, sleepless nights and all that, nobody helped me. Nobody. I got to where I am because I use this and my hips and lips. And that's it. That's it. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. I used my looks and my brain to get me where I am today. Michaela, guys love booty nowadays. And I'm petite with a bigger bust without much of the bottom half. How can I compete with curvier women in today's climate? Ma'am, I'm probably one of the most curvaceous women I know. Don't even try, boo. Don't try. Stay in your lane and do what you can. Do your best. There's no competition. None. You can get surgery. You can get some of that middle sucked out and put in your butt. But if you came here with an undesirable shape, then that's exactly what you have, and that's all you can do. Rich men do love skinny women. They do. So, but they don't like women who don't have a good shape. She says she got some big boobies and no butt. So she out here shaped like an upside down triangle. They like you to have good shapes, but just because you're skinny don't mean you got a good shape. You can be skinny and yeah. Is there a way you can use childhood trauma to your advantage when it comes to dating? No. Okay, baby. Baby? Who is this? Love Corey. Let it go is the whole title. Why would you use it? You can't use something you let it go. Okay, let's define let it go. Okay. Put it in the trash. Take it to your neighbor. Drop it off in the woods somewhere and burn it. Go to a field and kumbaya with the Lord and your ancestors. Dig a hole, bury it. Go give it back to the people that traumatized you. You want to be traumatized? Go give it back to the people that traumatized you. Okay? Go give it to your therapist. Go put it in the grocery aisle. Go down aisle 12 with the vitamins. Take all of your trauma, put it in a pill bottle, and put it on the shelf at HEB or Kroger or whatever the grocery store, Publix and all that. That's what you do with your childhood trauma. That's the only way to use it. Let it go. Get rid of it. Put it in the river. Put it down the street, everywhere. Get away from it. Get it out of your life and away from you. Childhood trauma should not even be thought of when you're no longer a child. Thank you. Katie, my lashes. If you are not a child, let it go. Let it go. It is what it is. Something helpful you can do is take a plate and write your pain with a Sharpie and then break it. That's great symbolism. I just blocked them all. Moved to an undisclosed location. and got to doing my life. That's what I did. I had a whale when I was younger, and I overshared childhood trauma in response to him opening up emotionally. How do you respond to wealthy men sharing? I talk about them. Nobody cares about you. If you're at lunch with your girlfriend, she doesn't care how your week is going. She wants to talk about hers. If you're on a date with a man, he doesn't care what happened in your childhood. I'm sharing mine. Just because he shared with you doesn't mean he deserves reciprocity. He can share all he wants to. Oh my God, really? You're so strong to get through that. That was it. That was it. You're so strong to get through that. That's how you do it. How do you separate yourself from competition when going out with friends? I go out by my damn self. I'm my only competition. I don't go out with no friends, especially if I'm going out to freestyle or to get a man. I don't compete with nobody. I'm not going out with my friends. There's nobody can compete with me. I'm Michaela Pink. Hello? And that's what I think. There is no competition ever. If I feel like a friend is being competitive, she's done. Blocked, over, all of that. Reinvent yourselves overnight and become a new person? Yeah, I did. You can tell yourself, you can move to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Spent a lot of time there as a little girl in rodeos. You can move to Cheyenne, Wyoming and call yourself Veronica Crystal. You can say, I grew up in Hollywood and I just moved here for some normalcy. Since my parents were the Duchess and the whatever of LA, I decided to move and start over. Yeah. When you get tired of being tired, you can reinvent yourself easily. Easily. Y'all, where's the link to the Deacon bundle? Who has the link to the Deacon bundle? I don't see it, and I would like to see it in the chat. Again, the Deacon bundle closes at midnight, so don't miss it. There it is. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, couple more questions. True, but you can't avoid going out with friends when they ask. How come you can't avoid going out with your friends when they ask? Yes, you can. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I don't want to. I don't like y'all no way. Why do you keep calling me? Yes, you can. What? They'll stop inviting you eventually. Problem solved. Michaela, I've tried talking about the other person only, but I feel like that came across as boring, as they don't really know much about me. Is there a balance? They don't care to know about you, baby. Lime juice. They don't want to know about you. You know what they want to know? See me in the bed? See me right here? They want to know if I'm laying flat on my back, can I put my leg up on this headboard? That's what he wants to know about you, baby. He doesn't care to know anything about you. It's boring when you talk about yourself because nobody gives a damn. That's what's boring. When you start talking about yourself, and I had the intention to come here and talk about myself, it's boring. I don't, oh, your daddy wasn't there. Oh my God, your grandmother was a crazy lady. Nobody cares. No, they don't care. I frankly don't care about the lives of other people. I don't care about your childhood trauma. Doesn't that sound weird? When somebody want to be like, oh, my daddy always told me he was going to come to my house and he never came. Doesn't that feel weird to even think like that? Somebody sitting there telling you about their daddy didn't ever come. Sir, you are 59 years old. Your daddy didn't come. The fuck? Can we get the check? Can you go ahead and bring us the check? Yeah, he's working through his dad never came when he was 9. Thanks. Your daddy wasn't there. Boy, shut your... Yeah, I'm not. That's weird. It's kind of weird. Just saying. You don't care about his life. Girl, listen. I just keep it real. Y'all know it's the truth. Y'all know it's the truth. I don't care about boy. I do not care about your childhood. Your childhood. Talking about 50 years ago, 50? Oh. He didn't come. Oh Lord. So what you do? You was at the window. Where your mama was at? Your mama was and then your mama made you some cookies? Oh. Now, of course, that's how you think. But to an alpha, Daddy Fat Stacks, Mr. Moneybags, we're listening. Really? We're pretending to be understanding. We're, engaging, rubbing his back, encouraging. That's what we do. That's what we do when Daddy Fat Stacks wants to share. If you're not out with Daddy Fat Stacks, get the check and go, baby. There you go. I think the hardest part about childhood trauma is that most people are still in touch with their toxic family members on a daily basis, so it's hard to escape it. We're not the same. We're not the same. I'm not going to be, if you didn't do right by me as a little girl, you can take a slow fall to hell. Every last one of y'all. You should have did right by me when I was a little girl. You knew I was special, like I said, and you was trying to not allow me to be special. You wanted to dog me. You wanted to talk crazy to me. You wanted to say little stuff about me. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm an adult and I will fuck you up. So I don't want to go to jail. I have a legacy that I'm building here. Got kids of my own now. Let me not go to jail. So I'm blocking every last one of y'all from A to Z. Fuck you. I don't care about who had a baby, what dusty ass baby shower you had, whose backyard your funky little dirty ass wedding gonna be at. I don't care who graduating. I don't care who died. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck you. Leave me alone. You should have did right by me when I was a child. Because, see, I'm the one that's going to come to your little dusty ass wedding and be laughing at you. Like, damn, girl, you 400 pounds now? Damn, you 400. Because when we was little, you was skinny. Now you 400 pounds. Damn. I'm going to be laughing at the little plastic cups at your wedding. I'm going to be laughing at how ugly and dirty your kids is. I'm going to be laughing that you still on Section 8, bitch. And I ain't never had to have no public assistance. Ever. And I'm raising 3 kings by myself. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about y'all. And dare one of y'all to say something. Because I'm going to bring up all the stuff y'all did. All the stuff you should have said. All the ways you should have said it. The ways you wouldn't have never said it. So, if you don't want me to tell it. You don't want me to say it. Don't invite me. Oh, they learned that real fast. Oh, do not invite her. Yep. Because I'm going to say, wasn't you just sleeping with him? This is all y'all could do? Yeah, that's me. I'm that family member. I'm bougie. Yeah, don't invite me. Don't do it. You want all the trauma to come out at your wedding? Yeah, I'm the one. And don't give a damn. So, it's easy. It's easy. Girl, your little funky baby shower. Little struggling little baby. All they got is onesies. All your baby got was onesies and a pack of diapers at your baby shower. You sad? Yeah, let it go. See? That way you don't have to say stuff like that. I was involved with a provider type of man. However, when we have sex, his natural body odor during sex triggered sexual trauma. Is that something I should just work through? This is being recorded. He was a provider, but he was a little stanky. Um, I don't know how that can evoke any type of childhood trauma in you, but I do feel like that um, you should probably you need to um, you need I would go to counseling. I mean, I would go to therapy or something like that. I would. Um, you said that the smell reminded you of a bad experience. So yeah, I that would definitely be something you could get help with in therapy. But I can't be with nobody that stank though. I can't be with nobody that stank. Um, that's a little hard, you know. If I'm not attracted to your, that's one thing about my husband. His natural body odor was like intoxicating to me. I loved it. So like when I was pregnant, I used to be like, "Ah, I need to smell you." It's weird, but I liked his natural scent. So that would be a hard one for me. That would be a hard one for me to work through. You know. I'm still Pastor Michaela. She said, Pastor Michaela Pink has left the building and we are now graced with Mickey. If I don't like, yeah, if I, yeah, girl, but I want to know how to deal with not having friends. How do you talk about your problems? I talk to the Lord. You know what I do? I go and talk to my ancestors and they help me with whatever problem I got. I talk to a piece of paper and write it down and then tear it up and bury it somewhere or throw it way in a trash can somewhere. That's what I do. How do I deal with not having friends? The same way you dealt with your birth and you were singular when it happened. You came through the birth canal by yourself. Nobody helped you do that. So since I was able to come through a birth canal by myself, I can live life by myself or with people that are healthy and whole and people that celebrate when I have great achievements and people who love me and people who, you know, show me that they love me and all of that. Yeah, there you go. Truth is, if you don't like your partner's sweat smell, he's not the right one. He showered and everything. It's just the smell of sex with him. Yeah, I would have to leave him alone, provider or not. Have more than one, baby. Have more than one. Get you somebody that smells good. Um, so you're having sex with more than one person, Miss 10,000? Um, I don't think she means he just stinks. She said it triggered her trauma. Anything that makes me that triggers a trauma is stinky. You- it's repulsive to her. It's something that she doesn't enjoy. Um, Anybody got another question? Because we, yeah. Um, Help me. We're recording. This is live. I need help. Because pastor's gonna go there. Y'all better help me. What if? Thank you. Here we go. What if you have a best friend who is really good to you 10 years or older, but she's stuck in a rut and obsessing over her problems. Let her do that. Let her obsess and you live your life. Not your monkey, not your circus. She's stressing over her problems and you want to know what you should do? That's it. Like, nothing. You can't do nothing about somebody else's problem. I mean, yeah, block her, girl. And then say your phone broke. Any books you recommend to getting over your past issues? Brene Brown. B-R-E. Let me type it. B-R-E-N-E. Brown. I've read all of her books. She's excellent. She's also from H-Town. Love her to death. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Okay, guys. Let's wrap her up. Let's go ahead and wrap her up. Again, Deacon Bundle is ending tonight at 11:59, and both courses will be separated, and they will go back to the price that they were. You can still get Emotional Mastery at useyouremotions.com. You can also get Nice Girl Rehab at, I believe it's www.nicegirlrehab.com, I think. Yeah. Have your children as your friends and focus on your body and children and hobbies. Absolutely not. That's horrible advice. Your children are not your friends. Your children are little beings that you guide through this life as best you can. Your children are not your friends. They are not. You are your own friend. Be your own friend. Why would you put that heavy of a responsibility on a child? No. No, no, no. All advice ain't good advice. Basically, get over yourself. Get over it. Let it go. Go to therapy if you need it. And that's it. That's it. It's not that I don't have friends, you guys. It's that I know that my thoughts and my feelings are important. So I don't necessarily rely on my friends for anything. I rely on myself. I didn't say I don't have friends. I said I'm not like, oh my God, my friends are like an extension of me and I have to talk to them every single day and we need to, go out and that's what I said. I didn't say I don't have friends. So this has been good. This has been good. I hope you guys got a lot out of this. I think this is a necessary topic. I do. It needs to be said. It needs to be addressed. Work through your stuff. If you ever hear yourself saying, well, the way I was raised, this is what we're going to do. Okay? You ever think about the way you were raised or hear yourself, saying the way I was raised, this is what we're going to do. And you bite your tongue. Bite it as hard as you can. Bite it on the side, other side, whatever you do, bite your tongue. Don't say it. Don't let those words come out of your mouth. You too old for that. Too old for that. Let it go. Let it all the way go. Don't talk about that anymore. If you do, talk to a counselor and somebody that can help you do something about it. What's the next topic? I don't know. Pastor has to get in the mood. The spirit has to hit me, and then I bring the word. So, yeah. See you guys around. Pray for Pastor. Pray for Pastor as I will be traveling back home to another homegoing service where Pastor's going to be around her family. Pray for that shit show. Lord, yeah, pray for me. I'm laughing because it's really not going to be. It's just going to be respect. Then I'm out. So, yeah, pray for me. And that's it. So, I'm Michaela Pink, and that's what I think. Bye.